Whoa, doggy! We're all friends here is back in your headphones.
Dogs.
Huh?
Whoa, doggy. You said, I'm just saying dogs. I'm
really
riffing off your whoa, doggy.
You got to put the whole point of the whoa, doggy is it's whoa, doggy.
Oh, so the whoa is really carrying the weight. In the
Yeah,
word.
you
See,
can't
I
just say
focused
dogs.
on the back half of it.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I just thought you were dogs, you
Where's
know?
hype man in the business?
Just
Birthday. You got to say
Day.
happy. Yeah, right. All right.
It's
Christmas.
a day.
You're just stating an object. Dogs.
Christ.
All right.
So if you go Merry Christmas, I can't just be like, Jesus.
No. Takes the fun out of it.
Well, I'm more of a contextual hype man. Context man.
I like that. Context man.
Woof, woof.
Okay. Well, back to the podcast because this is not going well. This guy. All right. So this episode, we got a great comic. One of the funniest guys I know. Boy, you might have seen him on Comedy Central. Real Boston guy.
Glasses,
thin. Tall, very thin. Used to be a booze bag. Quite an alcoholic. Now he's quit the sauce. He's doing better than ever. What do you know about this kid?
Got a lot of anxiety issues.
Oh, yes.
Very worried about a lot of things all the time. Very concerned about the environment.
Global warming is a big fear.
I saw him last night. He showed up in shorts, switched to pants because he wanted to be a professional on stage. I think
like
that says something about him.
At first glance, he looks like a nerd, which he hates. A lot of people give him that.
Well, I feel like he cultivates that a little bit, though, doesn't he?
I mean, he gets a lot of vagina. He used to drink.
He pushes his glasses up a lot, too.
He does, but I think he got glasses. You got to push him up.
Yeah, otherwise they just fall down.
Right. When are they going to fix that?
They've tried, but, gravity and technology are always fighting each other.
That's true. Hence the space program.
Whoa, doggy.
There we go. All right, you got your whoa in.
Program.
Yeah. All right. Let's check out this interview. Funny guy. You're going to love him.
Yeah, we love him. Joe List, everyone.
List.
Hey, this chair is...
Feeling good? It's nice for you, or it's rough, or what?
I like it.
Well, I mean, that sounds like a good place to start. STD, you have one?
I sure do. Well, I got multiple. Which one do you want to talk about?
I didn't know you had multiple.
Well, I think everyone has HPV, right? That's like
People say that.
1 out of 4 or something, right?
I think it's more than 1 out of 4, right?
Oh, wow.
Is it 1 out of 4?
If you're a guy, it doesn't do anything to you. It's like a free
well, it
ride,
does. You can
right?
get warts.
Okay, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't have any, but you can get those. And I think cancer is linked.
I think that's for girls.
Cervical.
But guys too. Guys
really?
have some sort of cancer, but it's like a very small percentage. Like women, if you have HPV, there's like a good chance you're gonna get it.
All right,
I think. I don't know.
What does it look like? Because I've often tried to see it on you, but you won't show me.
Oh, herpes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we didn't even get to that yet. I have herpes
I thought we were
as
talking
well.
about herpes.
No, HPV is not herpes.
Oh, sorry.
Different thing.
I thought we were done on the HPV plane.
Well, you revealed the herpes, though.
Oh.
You outed him.
Oh, I thought it was common knowledge.
Well,
it is. I thought there was going to be an audience here, for God's sake. You told me 20.
So, and how does that manifest itself?
I'm not sure what that means exactly.
Like you have bumps everywhere, or what?
Not right now. I don't. Not now. But if you have an outbreak, that's what it does.
Like, how did you realize you had them?
Oh, it was bananas. The first outbreak is just wild. Anyone got it?
Oh, one guy just left.
All right, so there's 2 of us. Yeah, the first outbreak is crazy. And, I didn't know what it was because I had sex with a girl who had, a shaved vagina, like a real close shave. So I thought it was, razor burn.
Uh-huh.
It was all...
you know who it was that you got it from?
Well, I don't, actually, because it was 2 different girls. I had sex with one girl 6 months before I had an outbreak. And she told me she had herpes, and I had sex with her unprotected.
Now, why would you do that?
Well, which, by the way, is the best way to get herpes, if you're wondering. For you kids listening at home, that's rule number 1. Well, because she told me, first it was a girl I had a big thing for.
Yeah.
She was like a bisexual ex-stripper. She was real short and had her back was covered in tattoos of naked girls.
Whoa!
Really sexy, and she was real liberal and she was an actress, and just real cool and fun. And I had a thing for her, but she had a boyfriend when we were hanging out, and so all these years passed, and we hooked up. We got together, went to a movie, shitty one, and
What'd
then
you see?
It was some action bullshit,
Okay.
alien with Adrian Brody. He was fighting predators or something. I think it was called Predators, maybe.
All right.
Legitimately, I think that's what it was called. Anyone know that
When
movie?
does she,
It was
when
a real
does she
piece of
drop
shit.
the herpes bomb on you?
Well, she did a tricky move, and this is the way to do it. If you have herpes and you want to have sex with someone, we were making out and the whole thing and hooking up.
So you can't get it by kissing.
Well, there's like herpes simplex 1, when that's the mouth one that almost everybody has. That's like if you get cold sores. That's like 80% of people have that, which I don't have. So if you want to make out. And then we were making out and hooking up and on a playground, which was fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Juxtaposition.
What do you mean?
Well, STD, herpes,
On the
they
playground?
kind of don't mix.
What do you mean?
Well,
STDs?
children's rarely have herpes.
Oh, you said STDs, herpes. That's why I didn't get
Oh.
it. You meant playground.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hooked up on a playground, and she was living she was visiting her parents, and I didn't want to go to her parents' house. That was no good. She couldn't do that. And then eventually she wanted to have sex at a cemetery.
Ooh.
And I was like, I'm not just going to a cemetery. You'll steal my soul or something. And
She sounds freaky.
yeah, she's a freaky girl. And
Well, I don't like her tricking you into
look her up on
banging.
MySpace.
Yeah,
Well, she didn't trick me. Like, we were hooking up, making out. She got naked. I was naked. We were about to have sex, and she was like, did a timeout.
Oh.
She's like,
Oh,
I
we
have
need
to tell
talk?
you this.
Oh,
Oh.
boy.
Yeah, but I was already in
timing.
my head. I'm already there. Like, I have a boner.
Of course.
She's naked, and this girl, I've wanted to fuck her for like 8 years, and I'm finally there. And she could have said, I'm Satan, and you're gonna die. And I was like, yeah, whatever.
I
had a
think
good run.
that's pretty much what she said.
Yeah. So no, you don't die from it. That's incorrect. I was like, okay, yeah. And she said, I've fucked like 3 guys, and neither one of them have gotten
So
outbreaks.
now that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
She gave a whole thing and a whole to do.
So she's like giving you the speech for why you shouldn't use a condom, even though I have herpes.
Well, we didn't have a condom. She was like, we should get a condom, but I didn't have one. And at that point, even if I did, like, I didn't want to walk back to the car. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
But I was an idiot, and I was like, maybe it won't happen to me. It's a good way to do it if you're. I don't do it that way. What I do is I tell everyone ever.
It's
Right.
the first
That
time
way,
I've
if
ever heard
someone
of
ends up
anyone
fucking
knowingly getting an STD, being like, you're gonna have sex with me without a condom. I have an
Yeah,
STD.
yeah, she did the right
Like most
thing, I
people are
guess.
like, I had no idea.
Right. But there's a chance that I didn't get it from her because what happened, I got her first herpes outbreak on Christmas Eve, by the way.
Merry Christmas.
Santa.
And I'm not Jewish, so it was extra shitty. So yeah, but I had sex with a girl who's a known floozy like 2 days before that, and usually your first outbreak happens 2 to 14 days afterwards. So if it was the girl that had it, I had no outbreaks for 6 months, which is very rare.
Yeah.
But I
use
have a
a
good
condom
immune
with the-
system.
with the floozy?
No. I never wore a condom. I did
Never?
it completely incorrectly.
Wow.
And now I have sex exclusively with condoms, and it's very enjoyable. If I had known it was going to be, I could have done that my whole adult life.
Right.
Condoms are enjoyable.
And then,
You're like a sailor.
well, it's enjoyable. Yeah, it can be.
What, like, is there a certain brand you use or something? I thought they're all terrible.
Well, I mean, it's not as good as the alternative of
Yeah.
not, but it's still a girl right there naked, and
No, it's better.
And
than
now you have to have sex with someone that you kind of care for or a whore with herpes. I don't know, one of the two.
Well, yeah, like, so then when you had to tell people that you had it, what's that like?
Well, I've only had sex with 2 girls since then, and or 3, and one of them had it, and it might have been the one that gave it to me. That's why it's a confusion of who gave it to you. You can never know. But one of them, the first girl, this was fun. This was we were seeing each other, and I found out after I had met her. So we were kind of talking, and then I had this fucking crazy outbreak. I had to avoid her for like 2 weeks, and then she thought I was like this really like nice gentleman because I'd take her on a date, but I still had like a herpes outbreak. So like at the end of the date, I'd be like, "All right, well, good night," and give her a kiss on the cheek, and she was just like, "What a swell guy," and she didn't realize my dick was exploding with a disease.
I remember that girl.
Yeah,
Chunky one?
she was a bit. I can't see. She might be here. She lives in the area, so. Susan. All right, we're good.
All right.
Yeah, and
Come
then
on out.
I told her I pulled the same move where that the other girl pulled, that tricky shit where you're making out and then fooling around and grabbing her titties. And she was not, I think she was kind of a lonely girl who didn't hook up a lot.
I could see that.
So she was just ready. She's like, I can't believe this is going to happen. And I was like, here's the thing, I have herpes. And this was her line, which is classic. She was like, "Well, it's not ideal," which was great. And then, it was pretty good.
It's not ideal.
So then we obviously condomed it up, as they say. And we fucked, and she didn't get it, and we hooked up for a little while, and that didn't end up working out because I didn't like her as a human being at all.
Isn't that kind of cool that you had the STD and you dumped her?
Yeah, I guess it is.
You
cool.
won that battle, baby.
I guess so. Yeah.
And
I mean, I have herpes and she doesn't. So.
Yeah.
I guess you got a point there.
And then the other one is my current girlfriend now, who does not have herpes, and she knew at the Laker Awards. Which I did a speech at a packed comedy show about how I had herpes.
And she was cool with it? Was there ever...
She was there, and she was just like, wow, you really, whatever, talked about it. And then we became friends. She wasn't cool with it for a while. We didn't date for a while. And she was making up all these reasons why we couldn't date. And she confided in me later that it was just worried about the herpes.
Wow.
So how did you, how did you get out of the friend zone into the...
I still don't know how I did that. I don't know how I've had sex ever.
I know what you mean.
But that's a very
I need to
tough
start recording them like
to
sets.
be friends for like months and then...
For years, really, yeah.
Yeah.
Years.
But
then I was just...
This is like Jerry Maguire speech you gave?
No, girlfriends and people that I've had sex with, I have no game or like ability to be like, boo, 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 boo. So I eventually just go like, hey, why don't we just have sex? And I'll just make an argument that way.
It's a pretty good game.
Yeah, I'm like, it works. I've had a lot of sex.
There you go. Just by saying we should have
too
sex.
much of it, actually. But I'm like, we should have sex because of this, and I'm a good guy, and we're friends, and we like each other, and that would work out, and it'll be good.
It's surprising that more of it doesn't go down that way, because it's like a job interview. It's like, look, I have these credentials, I'm good for the job.
That's how I always do it. Yeah, I don't know how people just have like wind and they just grab them and dip them, and I don't know what that's not our scene.
And they're basically, tricking them into it. They're like wooing them. At least you're honest.
But here's the thing: you do all the work to get laid before then. So it's just that last thing.
Right.
Like they're deciding, obviously, whatever in the first 5 minutes, whatever the fuck that bullshit is. But they're deciding about the way you dress and behave and act right now. Like everyone, if there's women in the audience, pretend there's a bunch of people here. If there was women in the audience, they would decide which one of us they would already have fucked. It doesn't matter. The game is just bullshit.
Ooh, it's a fun game.
They're just...
Well, they could pick none of us.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I mean. Like they could be all three of us. It could be two of the three of us. It could be whatever. But the last moment is just that thing of like, it's just asking. So I might as well just say, like that great scene in Annie Hall where Woody Allen's like, let's just kiss now because later it's going to be awkward and we'll digest our food. That like blew my mind when I saw that movie when I was like 11 years old. And I was like, if I ever talk to a girl, that's how I'd like to do it. It's like, why don't we should have sex because here's this and that.
Well, we got to change gears here. Speaking of romantic films, you were quite
smitten,
hit with Cupid's arrow, if you will, from a lady a couple years back.
Yeah. Is that a question?
Well, I'm trying to lead you into talking about the one that got away.
Yeah. She got away, I guess. Well, she didn't get away. She left, and I was like, "Fucking go get him, Tiger." Yeah. I've had a girlfriend in love. I don't know what to.
How long did
say.
you date for?
Like a year and 4 months, about 16 months or so. Yeah.
And was it good that whole time, or was there warning signs?
No, it was good for it was good for about a year, and then she wanted to leave. She hated New York. She was just here going to school and had like one of these adventurous spirit horse shit. I think when you want to date a girl who has traveled and like loves the world and living and like is like, I got to get up there. You don't want one that hasn't done that yet.
But
you want to get a girl that's done it and been like, yeah. So you're like, oh, so you didn't just get some shitty job and live in a cubicle like a douche. You lived in, but you get the ones that want to do that, and then you're in trouble because then they're like,
right.
And then, so yeah, met a girl. Told her I was in love with her before I ever met her. That's exciting.
Whoa!
Yeah. I was at Caroline's Comedy Club, and I was doing a set that was going similar to the one I just had. But there was two people laughing in the back, and I was like, I don't know who's laughing back there, but I'm in love with you.
Oh, wow.
Which is exciting. And I'm a big hopeless romantic, as they say. So that was exciting. Then I met her, and she was very attractive and had been laughing at my jokes. So that's enough for me to be in love with you.
And then she was into it right away?
I think so, yeah. It turned out later she had a boyfriend when we first met. We were hooking up. So she was like cheating, which is an excellent feeling. She broke up with her boyfriend, who she had been cheating on with me. But it's a weird feeling because you're like, hey, I just won her over. But then you're like, she could just going to do that to me.
Yeah. That's the way she does it.
Yeah, and eventually, she was a real whore.
Is that the way she did it
too? No, she left me for another country, not another guy. But eventually,
she was a real whore. Is that what you said?
A bit of a whore. What you would be commonly known. I don't think she's a whore. She was promiscuous. Blew a lot of guys. Almost an entire lacrosse team.
Oh,
big fan of blowing people.
Did she blow Veter?
Possibly.
Because he's gotten a ton of BJs.
Which lacrosse team?
Bucknell University.
Oh, they're known
the worst.
for their BJs.
Yeah. Good.
And she just told you that? Did you ask?
Yeah, I kind of asked. It was like we were really friends, and she was telling me that she was promiscuous, and then we were sharing stories because a lot of my funny stories were fucking girls. So I'd tell these stories, and she would love them and think they were hilarious. And then she would tell these stories, and I'd be like, oh, and laugh. But you're kind of like, that sucks.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, just one day I blew the whole lacrosse team?
Not just one day. I mean, it was over the course of like a semester. I mean,
I thought it was a line.
No line. Come on. What am I, Tommy Lee over here? Yeah, I don't know.
So then she dumped you, and you
dumped.
or she broke up with you? I don't know. Same thing. And then you heard about where she was, and you tried to make it a reunion. Give us that.
Yeah, I went there. She moved to Argentina. She left me for Argentina, a different country, which she told me about over the phone.
Wow.
While I was stoned at her apartment that I moved into it with her after like 6 weeks. So, anyways, we lived together, and then she called me and told me over the phone. I was with Micah Sherman smoking pot, watching The Naked Gun.
Oh yeah.
Which, if you can imagine a situation where you'd like to hear the worst news of your life, worse than stoned, watching The Naked Gun with your best friend.
It's not ideal.
Not an ideal situation. Yeah. And like I got like her, and he's like, I'm putting it on, and I'm like in the kitchen, like stoned, like, wait, what?
Was he wearing an apron?
And Al, can you get him a drink? That's from The Godfather Part 2. Like, so I'm just on the phone, and she's like, I'm moving to Argentina. And I was like, Argentina, New York? I don't even know what that is. And punchline, sometimes you got to help the guys out there. And so I was like, fucking A. And it was like a whole scene. It was a nightmare. She moved to Argentina, and then after a few months, I went to visit her in Peru. We met halfway.
So, and were you still going out or what?
No, we broke up. It was a big time breakup.
So then
big
you're going
breakup.
to Peru. You're wanting to. That's a long way to go for someone you're broken up with.
Yeah. I was going to visit her, and then she was like, "No serious talks when you're down here." But then everyone was like, "You're gonna fuck her. Clearly, you're gonna be in this romantic place. It's gonna be amazing. Whatever." Blah
Staying
blah blah.
in like the same room. Same
Oh,
bed?
we were staying in like the honeymoon suite. We were sharing a tent, like a
God.
2-person, like this close together. And then like if I had pictures, I'd show you. We stayed in like this, like one of these beds, like looking over these mountains with like the sheet thing hanging down, like it was with the wind blowing. It was insane. Like one night, I think I could have made a move. Like I was telling her how much I loved her earlier in the day, and she was like, "Oh, we can't." Blah 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 blah. But then I got in bed, and she like spooned me and was like, "I love you, and thanks for coming." And that was my night to make a move. I could have done it. I think it's to this day. I think. And then I didn't because I'm an idiot. And then the next day I tried like giving her a kiss goodnight, and she was like, no. And then that set me off, being like, well, what are we? Blah blah blah, which I shouldn't have done.
No serious talks.
Right, I know. And then she told me about a couple of Argentinians she had blown and eaten her
again
out.
with the blowing.
There's lacrosse in Argentina.
Right.
Polo.
Polo.
Yeah, polo. Sweatshirts. I don't know what the fuck. I don't care.
Oh boy, why would she even tell you about those guys?
Well, I guess she wanted to hear my stories, which was very hurtful. She was like, "Tell me who you've been fucking. I want to hear your stories." So I was like telling these stories because like before they were fun because we were dating. Like I'm like, these are the stories that happened before we were dating. Now I'm just like, we're just friends now. It's like I'm hanging out with one of you guys or something.
Yeah.
Except if I really wanted to fuck you real bad.
And you want a girl to be like, I don't want to tell you, or I don't want to hear it. But she's like, tell me.
Well,
that's weird.
Yeah, exactly. It was brutal. She was just like, tell me more. Give me more stories.
It
I wanna hear
sounds
these
like
stories.
she was like that because then she wanted to.
Yeah.
Be like, "Hi, well, I've been blowing these."
No,
polo
it's
players
more that
today."
she's able to just shut off emotion and doesn't care. So she's like, give me some funny story. I want some jokes.
What's wrong with her?
Well, her father's a piece of shit. And so
Uh-huh.
like she has no. She just shuts off. I was the only one that ever got emotions out of her, but then she's able to just turn them off. It's very painful.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't even imagine the amount of dough you spent to get out there.
About almost $3,000, which is $2,500, which is the most money I've ever had. It's the only money I've ever had.
Yeah.
I have no money.
Well, at least you get to see Machu Picchu.
Yeah, it was terrific. I mean, it was the happiest and best time of my life, except the last day and like the 6 months after that when I wanted to kill myself. But,
I remember that was a rough 6 months.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. But luckily, I got herpes at the end of it. So.
All right, thanks for listening to We're All Friends here.
Yeah, it was a good time. We got some cleanup to do here at the end of links you can check out. What do we got? The creeklic.com is where you can see when we do the live shows. You can check that out.
Check out the calendar. You also got the Twitter at Cave Comedy Radio.
Right, at Cave Comedy Radio. Then also cavecomedyradio.com is where we've got other episodes you can check out.
Hey, hit us on iTunes.
Oh, yeah. You search for We're All Friends here. Leave a nice review. Apparently that matters to people. I don't know how.
Comment on how bad we are or how good we are.
I'm at mattrubycomedy.com.
Oh, yeah.
At Matt Ruby on Twitter. Sandpapersuit.com, the blog.
There you go.
How about you? You got stuff, right?
Well, do you guys hate us yet? I'm at Twitter at Mark Norm.
They already hated us.
Yeah, that's true. And then marknormancomedy.com for the old website.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next week.